today's video, we're going to be talking about a theme that I personally, and I'm sure a lot of you, would want to see Spirit Halloween use in the future. Alright, so what I mean by this is I sat down for a little bit and thought of some ideas for a potential theme that Spirit Halloween can do in the future, and some animatronics that may actually be in this theme if they were to do this in the future. And if Spirit is out there watching, or if you guys can get Spirit to somehow see this video, it would be amazing. So with that being said, let's get in with the epic theme idea. I am going to list the theme, so the front theme and then the back theme, and then I came up with 7 original prop ideas that I know of. I'm almost 100% sure they're all original, that I would love to see in this sort of theme. And then obviously there would be like some props that we already got mixed in with these, so it wouldn't just be 7 props in the entire for that entire year of Spirit Halloween, for that Halloween season. So with that being said, the theme is the Lost City of Atlantis, and the back theme would be the sunken SS Riptide. So we got the SS Riptide a while back, and that was kind of like a boat that had a bunch of random props on there, and I figured, why don't we bring this back, but that we could make it sunken, and it would be the second theme. So the back theme, making sure that Atlantis would kind of be like the center thing, since to establish we're underwater, and then it's almost as if the SS Riptide sunk by Atlantis. I think that would be really cool, and I think that they could pull that off really well, and it would be very much original and something we haven't seen. Alright, so the props that I have, the way I've done these props is I'm going to give 1 static, 2 half body or small props, and 5 life-size animatronics. And I'm just going to go in order from the way I listed them. So number 1 would be a scuba diving aquatic zombie static prop. So this would be the hazmat zombie, but instead of having the hazmat suit on, he would have that classic scuba suit with a big iron helmet. And I think that they could pull this off really well, and I think they can make it look really cool if they cover him like algae and seaweed. And then on the inside, maybe if they added like blue lighting to make it look like he's filled with water, and then they could definitely do something to make it look like an aquatic zombie in there. And I think that would look really, really cool, and would be definitely a neat idea. For the second category, we have half body or smaller props. So these would be like sort of like tabletops, or not tabletops, a little bit larger than tabletops, but something that you wouldn't consider fully life-size. So the first one I have is a jumping eel, fish, or crab. Any aquatic animal that they would just use the jumping spider mech for and make it a jumping prop. I think that'd be cool, and especially if they added, maybe instead of like cobwebs, they made like a coral base that it was jumping off of, or like a seaweed-esque base that it was jumping off of, to make it look more like it was underwater. For the second half body or smaller props, I have a half body shark animatronic with a moving mouth and blood on its face with a hand in its mouth. So this is a little bit gory, and Spirit Halloween does tend to lean away from the gorier props, but I do think this would be cool. So the way it would be is, it would be the front half of a shark, so about to the back of the dorsal fin, and then the shark would just be cut off, and it could be a hollow plastic shell, maybe some latex, and then there'd be 2 poles going up through the bottom of the shark down to a base. Then the mouth would just be on a hinge, so it would move up and down, and he could like just chomp on like a severed limb with some blood on there, or he could be eating like a fish or something. I really think that would be cool. Maybe it could be Jaws licensed. I think that would also be very well likely possible, now that they have Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Beetlejuice under their licensing belt, and a whole lot more. So I think that is definitely possible, and you'll see that the licensed characters does come back up in my life-size top ideas for life-size props. Alright, for the 5 animatronic life-size props. The first 3 are kind of similar, which personally I think that'd be okay because they are technically different. So the first one I have down is a Squid Man. So this would kind of be like from Pirates of the Caribbean, like Davy Jones. So like a squid person pretty much, or you could be like a person with like squid arms. Whatever they did with this, I feel like it'd be really cool. For the second life-size animatronic, I have a lobster mutant human. So this could be like a human with like a lobster head with 2 big lobster claws as hands, and then normal human legs. And I think they could definitely do something really cool with that idea as well. Then we have a fish head on a body. I couldn't really like put this down in words because it was kind of confusing to me. So the best I can explain it is if they took the Mars Attacks alien, and then instead of putting a head there, they like just suspended a fish, and then they put blue lighting in to make it look like the fish was in water, like a person, kind of like the guy from Megamind. I think that would be a really cool idea because I don't think Spirit has done anything close to this, and it would definitely fit in with this theme. For the fourth animatronic, we have the Monster Squad Gillman, or the Creature from the Black Lagoon. These two would be licensed props. They could do both, or it'd be either or, but they would be licensed props. Clearly, the Creature from the Black Lagoon would be licensed from Universal, and then the Monster Squad's Gillman would clearly be licensed to Monster Squad. Either or would be epic. I do personally like the Monster Squad Gillman better than Creature from the Black Lagoon. Not that it is better, it's just I prefer that style than the Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think it's cooler, more realistic looking, as if there was actually a fishman, that's what it would look like. And for the final prop, I guess, for the original 5 animatronic life sizes that Spirit Halloween could do, I'm going to have to go with an octopus or a squid eating a man. So the way this would work is you would have normal human legs up to about a little bit above the waist, so like right here on the chest area, and then the rest of it would be animatronic. So the legs would be static, but then you'd have like the tentacles around, and then a big squid head, and then they could make the squid head out of some sort of like cloth or rubber material, so that way they can maybe have like a motor moving, like the person's like pushing the squid head, and then there would be a few squid legs that were like moving up and down. I feel like they could do that easily with the type of motors they use. They could just put poles sticking out, making the arms move up and down, and I think that'd be really cool and easy for them to do, because we saw the squid head-esque mech with, I think it was Menacing Molly, where her bag is like has a motor in there, it's making it move like there's something inside of it, and that'd be like the same premise of the Menacing Molly animatronic for the squid head with the like person moving inside. And then I can't think of anything at the moment with the squid legs, but or squid tentacles, my bad, but it would probably just be like any other arm mech if I had to guess. I can't really imagine how they would do it differently, but those are my ideas for a future Spirit Halloween theme and animatronic set. So with that being said, let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and as always, make sure to stay spooky.